Well, hello, good evening, everyone, and welcome. And first of all, I just want to thank you for your time tonight because I know that many of you have busy, busy schedules, as kind of we all do. My name is Rita Timmons, and I'm coming to you from Central Florida, along with my husband and a couple other guests on tonight that we're going to be sharing with you something that we're super excited about. And tonight really isn't about pressure. It isn't. It's about information. It's about possibilities. And really, it's about timing. And you're here, and we are all just ordinary people doing extraordinary things in a modern e commerce model that's tied to wellness and personal growth. So sit back, take a few notes, and like Adrian said, put your questions in the chat if you would, and hold them till the end. And we'll be happy, happy, happy to answer all of them for you. So I'm going to share my screen. So give me just a second to get everything set up for you. So what we're here to talk about tonight is a company called 3. One of the things that really excites me about this company is its leadership. But before we get into its leadership, let's talk about a little bit about myself and why I chose to do the business. And here's why. Because when I first saw this opportunity at the age of 75, I thought, you know what? I'm really looking for something else because I wanted to enhance my health as well. So, retiring from the health and fitness industry at the age of 55, very successful, gave me the opportunity to live a very secure financial life. But at the age of 75, I started having some issues medically. Even though I had always taken care of myself, I was having some medical issues. And I was not one who, or am not one who likes to do a lot of pharmaceutical drugs. Not that there's not a place for them, there is. It was just my choice not to use them. And I quite honestly am a cancer survivor and did it all holistically as well. So, again, I'm not here to tell you that we're going to treat or cure anything. I'm just telling you my story. So, that's a little bit about me. But what else we're going to talk about here tonight is the company and the products that actually has changed my health. And we're going to talk about how you can earn income without any pressure and without any inventory. So if something here clicks with you tonight, great. Get back with the person who invited you and have a conversation with them. So as I said, we're going to talk a little bit about our leadership. And that is phenomenal because these people are absolutely proven and successful in the industry and the platform. When the company was first formed, they were looking for someone like Daniel Piku, who became the founder and the CEO. With 20 plus years of innovative business leadership at the helm of this company, which I might add is debt free, he has also built 2 successful digital companies before. So, for someone who has 8 plus years in the global e commerce space, that's success in itself. And if you'll notice in the right hand corner, Daniel says all the time, my goal is to change lives for the better. And then we had to find a formulator. That formulator ended up being Dr. Dan Gubler. Now, I would be totally surprised if this gentleman doesn't someday win the Nobel Peace Prize, and here's why. Because he's got 18 years, more than 18 years actually, in the cellular absorbance formulation. He also has formulated over 70 plus nutraceuticals, and he's got 16 patents pending, and many are already approved. He's Caltech trained, he's an organic chemist, and we were fortunate enough to travel all through Asia with him a couple years ago. And let me tell you, he is one brilliant man. And after spending 2 decades in the nutraceutical industry, he says that he can confidently say that our 3 products are the best in the marketplace. Why? Well, here's one of the best reasons, because all of our products are in the PDR. Now, what is the PDR? The PDR is a prescriber's digital reference that doctors use to prescribe both prescription drugs as well as nutraceuticals. And we were really fortunate because the company put the money behind the research to do a cellular absorbency study, to do an epigenetic study, to do a superoxide study, which are all third party. And these tests prove to the science that we can put them into the PDR. And they're all manufactured here in the USA. Now, the ingredients that go into our products, the molecules that make up our products, they're also FDA compliant. All of our products are formulated by 3, and none of them are white labels. The other amazing thing is this scientific advisory board. These fine doctors are from all over the country and serve in hospitals such as Johns Hopkins, New York Sinai, Loma Linda. All of these doctors are pro bono with us. The only person on the screen that gets paid is Dr. Snyder, because he is the chief operator of the board. Now, think about that for a minute. These people are willing to put their name behind our products. That speaks volumes. So when we come down to what is really the problem, what is the problem in the country today? Well, quite honestly, it's obesity, because we have 1.9 billion adults overweight. Wow, that's a lot. Think about that for a minute. So 650 million are really considered to be obese. So what does that make up? The percentage of people, according to the CDC, that are overweight is 74%. So that means that 30 to 50 million Americans are using some form of GLP-1 drug. Wow, a synthetic drug. They're also using it at a very high cost, because most people are paying $400 to $1,500 a month or more. And I've had people tell me that they're paying more than that out of pocket, because the insurance companies are now considering not paying anymore. So that's a different conversation to have. So the side effects that we found with the GLP-1 synthetic is that a lot of people are losing muscle. And as you age, that's one thing you do not want to do, is lose muscle mass. And also we have people complaining of constipation, nausea, losing their hair, and also their weight returning. You know, I happen to be at a place today, and I actually have a next door neighbor who has taken the GLP-1, and this was a healthy man. And today when I saw him walking with a cane and a walker, I thought to myself, oh my goodness, he has lost his muscle mass from the GLP-1. How sad. So that's just my little personal story on that. So the natural solution, yeah, here it comes. Dr. Dan, knowing and brilliant as he is, knew that if he came out with something that was all natural, that it would be a game changer. And he created GLP-3 with 267, yep, that's what I said, 267 natural peptides. He created GLP-3. I love the GLP-3 because honestly, it's helped me drop 13 pounds in 10 days. And I am not hungry. I don't get the 8 o'clock, where's my bowl of ice cream? Or, you know, wanting to munch out in the afternoons. I don't have it anymore. And not only that, I have retained my lean muscle mass. So big difference than this, and a big difference than the GLP-1. So what's our GLP-3 made up of? Well, it's made of Norwegian salmon. It's made of mushrooms, ginseng extract, hops, and saffron. And people say, well, what's it taste like? Well, everybody has different taste buds, but I kind of think it tastes like orange juice. How do you take it? This is how I take it. I take 3/4 of a dropper 2 times a day for weight loss, 30 to 45 minutes before a meal. I'll also tell you that if I'm really bad and like eat a hamburger and a pizza in the same day, yeah, I might take 3 times a day instead of just 2. But it's up to you. It's what best works for you. But here's what else I found out. I found out that it's helped with my inflammation, and so has many other people. And it's improved my sleep. It's helped with my mood. Of course, my husband may not say that, but I do. Anyway, it also helps to regulate your blood sugar levels. One of the things that I found most impressive was another one of the studies that was done between our product and the Ozempic. And you can see the red arrow there. That's our product. That's the peptides that make up ours. But look at the Ozempic. our product outperformed that one. Okay, so that speaks volumes as well. So we have other products as well, other than the GLP-3, and they're called our Simple Six. And what I'd like to do is share with you a little bit about each one of these products. And you can always ask the person who invited you to give you a more detailed information if that's what you're after. The first one I'd like to talk about is what we call the Vitality. And to me, that is super important because that's one of the ones that I found when I started taking it, that it gave me so much more energy because it is a daily supplement and it works at the cellular level to deliver the essential nutrients that I was looking for. The other product that we have that I get excited about is called the Etranel. And the reason I like Etranel, well, I kind of like it because I call it the fountain of youth. Because it's antioxidant blends. I love it because it has resveratrol in it, and resveratrol is what keeps us young looking. Then there's a product called Collagen, and I'm going to bounce this over to Craig. Craig, would you like to talk about what Collagen has done for you?
Well, thank you very much, Frida. Yeah, this really surprised me. I had been on the products for about a year, taking all of them, and unfortunately got a second-degree burn the week before my first convention with the company in August of 24, and was lucky we're small enough being able to get hold of Dr. Dan, showed him my picture, and he said instead of taking just 10 collagen, one monthly supply. Go ahead and take three of them, and then instead of doing 1 to 2 of the Eternal, I did 3 or 4. And lo and behold, within a month, I didn't have to have any skin grafts. I did use the cream that the hospital provided on here with the healing on there, but skin grafts and the time down was not something that I was looking forward to. So I'm so blessed that the natural products for me definitely did what I wanted it to, and I enjoyed every bit of it. Results are amazing. I should have had skin grafts right here, but all I've got is a little white spot reminder. That's it.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Correct. So the other product that we call is called Revive, and that is our recovery product. I say it's the product that keeps us moving because it's so great for your joints. Gary, would you like to talk about how Revive helped you? Ups, are you there? Did I lose him?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, the Revive.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I didn't realize how much inflammation my body had. I'm pretty healthy weight wise and felt pretty good and everything. But I was at a point where getting up in the mornings, my hands were a little tight. But it was not as easy to make coffee as it used to be, sort of. And I've done a lot of outdoor activities my whole life, mountain bike race for years, football, just kind of the outdoorsy kind of guy. And the Revive, after about 3 or 4 days. I started feeling it in my hands. And then within 4 to 5 weeks, my knees had been popping for the last 20 years when I squatted down and stuff. And that was gone. And I didn't realize that till I was getting up one morning and getting out of bed and kneeled down and got back up. I'm like, wait, my knees aren't popping. So I did it again. I'm like, man, this is nice. So it's a great product. I love it. My stepdad enjoyed it. He was taking the Revive and the Eternel and Vitality, and it kept his inflammation down enough where he didn't have to have a knee replacement at 88 years old. So very grateful for what it did for myself and my family.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. One of the other products is called the Immune. And the reason I like Immune is because we travel a lot and it's designed to work at the cellular level as well. But the one thing that it really does, it creates the optimum protection for your body because it supports your own natural immune system. And when you can do that, you'll keep your gut biome pretty balanced and you'll stay healthy. So let's look at the last one of our Simple Six, which is called Purify. Now, that product, I'm sure that a lot of people will combine that along with what we're going to talk about in a minute, which is the GLP-3. And the reason it works so well together is because it's a detox, it's a gentle body detox. It helps to cleanse, it goes into the bloodstream. It helps to cleanse the liver, the lung, the kidneys, the colon, and your skin as well. So this is what we call our Simple Six and our complete whole body support system. The other products that we have we're excited about. One of them is called the Visage Skincare Collection, because that's our neurocosmetics. And there's 4 of those. We have a toner, a cleanser, the Visage cream itself, and also what we call a refresher. So that skincare system is the first actually neurocosmetic on the market. So now we're going to talk about our Kinetic, which is an energy drink. It's all natural, no sugar, no crash. And what I love about it is it's getting all these people that are on the Red Bull. We shouldn't really say that product, but I'm just going to say other energy drinks. I will tell you a story about one person on our team who I know was a Red Bull addict. And I know how many Red Bulls she was drinking a day. And when she was able to come off of that, not only did she lose the weight because she stopped drinking all that sugar, she has now natural energy. So the other product that we're going to talk about here for a minute is our GLP-3. And before we share these results with you, I would like to ask Janine to talk about her own personal results with the GLP-3.
Well, thank you, Frida. I'm happy to talk about that. I had already lost a significant amount of weight just using our Simple Six for about 2.5 years. But I knew I needed to lose even more weight. And when I was introduced to the GLP-3 in January, I was really excited because I, of course, have heard about the GLP-1s, but was reluctant to even consider them because of the side effects. I just felt they were too risky. And so when they came out with the all natural with no side effects, and it was an injection, it was simple drops. And I used the 3/4 of a dropper, and I'm able to use mine just once a day and get the great results. So the first 18 days, I was losing a pound a day. So it was quite amazing. And now, between January 17th, when I started, and today, I've lost 30 pounds using the GLP. I'm sleeping better. I feel like I have more energy. I know my inflammation is down. And when I did see the doctor a few months ago, he informed me that they don't even consider me to be pre-diabetic anymore. So I know it's controlling my blood sugar. And these are amazing results in such a short amount of time. I'm just so very happy, and I'm on track to be losing some weight, more weight before a family wedding in October this year. And I'm very pleased, and I know my family's going to be surprised. They probably won't even recognize me.
Awesome. Thank you, Janine. Thank you for sharing that. And these are a couple other testimonials that our people are showing. These are real people, guys. These people are not paid to put their feet on screen. So the one you're looking to on your left is the before picture of Cindy Maddox. And Cindy started the GLP-3, I think it was around January 10. And this is just her results in a short period of time. She said in 10 days. And I happened to see her feet on that January 10th date. And then here she is 10 days later. Look at the inflammation that's gone. That is incredible. And then in the middle, you can see another person who in 5 days lost 5.2 pounds. And then on your right screen there, you see from January 22nd until February 7th, another 11 pounds gone. So these are real people with real results. Gary, would you like to talk to us about the opportunity, please?
Absolutely. The question is, why 3? 3 has all science-backed products are formulated with advanced cellular technology. And let's face it, gang, if it's not necessarily what we eat, how much we eat, is it getting absorbed? And we have the advanced cellular absorption technology, so our absorption rate is much higher than any other comparable product. So it's actually getting into your cells. And we're also listed in the physician's desk reference comment called the PDR, which gives us credibility. You don't find There is a few other companies have one or two products listed in the PDR, but all of ours are listed. And we're also set for a great global expansion. You know, we're expanding really fast. We're in 14 countries now, foreign countries, and we just have massive room to grow, and the momentum is just getting started. And we're also, the timing in this business is perfect. And most people haven't heard of us yet. So that means you have a chance to get in on the ground floor and a chance to create an excellent business and grow. So why now? The GLP industry is exploding, 52.7 billion in the US in 2025, projected to go to 156 billion by 2033. And this is something to be a great project to be part of, and you're in on the ground floor and it's growing. So people are more aware than ever today, and they're looking for better solutions to either create a better health or even create the help with their financial stability. And the social media is sharing and driving everything. So word really spreads really fast. So position yourself now and they change everything. You know, this market's built. The shift is happening. The only question is who moves now? And why now? We're set to be 9 trillion globally by 2028. And I'm looking forward to be having a piece of that 9 trillion global business. And people are really rethinking their work, you know, their wellness, their well-being, and what really matters to them. You know, this is your chance to have something that's flexible, meaningful to you, and absolutely yours. And a lot of people miss this moment because they really don't know what they're looking for. And when this shows up, they don't know, look for it. So there's actually 6 ways to earn income. Number 1 is retail commissions. Number 2 is intro bonuses. Number 3 is team commissions. Number 4 is a leadership matching bonus. Number 5 is a performance bonus. And number 6 is a global bonus pool. Retail commissions, you get 25% paid to you the next day when someone gets on your replicated website or your app or one of your links, clicks, purchase a product, and you're paid the very next day. Team commissions, and this is where we really started. You're not doing all the work yourself. You're creating truly leveraged income. This is actually a binary system. You had 2 teams, one on the left, one on the right. And when you create a volume, you're paid a commission on that volume. And you can earn up to $21,000 a week on this one commission alone. You're not doing that all by yourself either. You're doing it as a team. You're building a team, creating momentum, and you're getting help through the team. And this is truly leveraged income. And as the team grows, so does your paycheck. And this is a good example of the power of 2, just 2 people. Because everybody knows 2 people. So we're only looking at 2 people, and you start off the very first week or month. I'm sorry, this is a 12-month scenario. You start off with 2 people. Month number 2, you have 4. Month number 3, you're going to have 8. Month number 5, you got 32. So it's so on and so forth. So you get all the way to the end of 12 months, you got 4,096 people. But remember, you have 2 teams, so we double that. So if we had 8,190 brand ambassadors, and each one of those do 100 CV, we have 819,000 CV. And again, we talk about the cycles. The cycle is 900 CV. Divide that out, it's 910 cycles, and you're paid $35 a cycle. That's $31,850 per month. And I really got excited about this. That's life changing for most people. So, but suppose we just did half of that, you're still looking at close to 16,000. You know, 25% of that, half to half, you know, you're still looking almost 8,000. And if you did the bare minimum, it's just 10%, you're right around $4,000 in commissions per month. So who is this for? You know, somebody that's confident, they're getting strong, they want to be stronger as they age, they want to be vibrant. You know, they've noticed the cost of living is going up, but not so much their income, their paycheck. So they're taking a look at that. They know exactly what they do with the residual income when they get it. So that's as we follow through with this, you know, we're going to give you some information. We'll give you enough information to make a confident and informed decision, because we can't say yes until you have all the info. So how do you start?
Well, you get started based on your own goals and which packages you'd like to start with. We have 3 different types of packages for the GLP-3. We have an essential pack, an advantage pack, and a complete pack. And we recommend that you start where you financially feel comfortable starting. And I will tell you that when you look at these, if I always say to people this, if you have more than 10 pounds to lose, start at the advantage pack or more. So you have to do what works for you. And what other packs do we have? Well, these are what we call our essential 6 packs. We have the intro, the starter, the boost pack, the elite pack, and the ultimate pack. And all of these are either 1 month, 2 month, or 3 months supply. Again, package these within your budget, but all we're saying is get started. So how do you start? You sign up with an enrollment fee of only $30, which gives you all of your marketing material, which is phenomenal. I mean, who gets all their marketing material for $30 in a major company or a major corporation? It also handles all your shipping for you, takes all your orders for you, handles your back office. I mean, my goodness, it's like you're paying your administrative assistant $30 to handle your business behind the scenes for you for an entire year. That's incredible. And then you just place your order, whichever one you're going to choose, and then you set up your smart ship. Now, what is smart ship? We call it smart ship, auto ship. I love it because it keeps my products coming to me on a monthly basis, and I don't have to worry about, oh, gee, I'm out of that. I need to order this. No, I don't have the time for that. So it just keeps my products coming. But in addition to that, I get loyalty rewards. Like right now, I've got sitting in a back office over $200 worth of free products. And that's what they give you back as a rebate for being on Smart Ship. So when you also bank volume, and then you're never really on a product. So really in the long run, it's the smart thing to do. So I'm going to stop here for a minute, and I'm just going to say this, I would love for you to call the person who invited you and be kind enough to thank them, number one. Just say, thank you so much because I'd really love to try the product, but better yet, I would like to know how you earn money because quite honestly, most people today have more month than they have money. And we have people coming into our business every day who really, really, really are looking for additional income. So please call the person that invited you and have that conversation with them as well. The other thing I'd like to share with is one person on our team, Mark Ewell. I love this comment because he says, what are you doing so great in your life right now that you can't take a chance in your future? And when you think of the amount of people that are getting laid off from their jobs, the amount of people that are losing jobs right now due to AI and cutbacks and rollbacks and major corporations with major debt that are just putting people out the door right and left. I heard about a few more thousand today. And it's crazy, guys. The people out there that are losing their jobs it's incredible. So most people would like to build a better life. They just don't know what vehicle to use. So right here is the answer. And we are all doing that every day, sharing and helping people come on board and build a better life for them. So what I would like to do right now is stop my share, especially my messy screen there, and just ask you a quick question. How would what you just saw and the decision you make today affect your life tomorrow? Think about that. So do we have any questions? Anything in the chat? Let me see real quick. Hello, Yolanda. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Anyone have any questions or comments? If not, we're going to say good night because we try to keep these meetings to no more than 30 minutes. So thank you again, everyone, for your time, and we appreciate you being here. Have a good evening.